Thank you to this week's episode sponsors, Crooked Letter and the Eye Care Center. Hey, I'm Jada Strahan and welcome back to GCTV. Now for this week's announcements. Yearbooks are still on sale for $70. Visit room 4 for more information. Seniors, it is very important that you continue to check your emails daily. Recently, Miss O'Neill sent out information pertaining to your senior portraits. If anyone would like to purchase Kona Ice, they will be here next Tuesday on the 24th. Don't forget your money or you can pre-order online. There are a few important deadlines approaching. First, with the prom review sign-ups by January 25th with a fee of $35 per participant. There are teachers that do have QR codes available in their classrooms for the sign-ups. Another reminder about the 2023 yearbook competitions. Entry papers are due by February 17th for the first fee of $30. This is for students who would like to compete in the most beautiful and most handsome of GCHS pageants and compete in the most talented for the GCHS competition. The pageant contest will be held Friday, February 24th. Now for the news of the week. The Mississippi Writers class taught by English teacher Teresa Eubanks welcomes surprise special guest Brad Arnold. Some may know him from his role as the lead singer of the internationally known rock band Three Doors Down. In the course, the main objective is to expose students to the rich literary history in Mississippi and how we connect to the larger whole of American literature.
We read all genres, and we also read the 20th century writers as well as contemporary writers.
On the previous day in class, the students were given song lyrics by Arnold and they analyzed those in their small group.
They were very surprised the next day to see him come in to speak to them.
Arnold spoke with the class on how his writing personally connects to the Mississippi Writers class by explaining the importance of writing, the significance of writing, and where it can take you.
You learn the communication here, and you learn the nuance of communication.
Arnold originally got into writing through poems because they had such a similar structure to song lyrics. Kryptonite was one of his earlier songs that was originally a poem.
Enjoyed it because it allowed me to express myself. And a lot of the songs that y'all were studying yesterday, Kryptonite, and maybe if you listen to half that first record, I wrote sitting in the desk in high school algebra class.
He grew up with a love for music for as long as he could remember, whether it be beating on pots and pans, listening to whatever his sister was interested in, or playing his drum set. Being a part of his hometown church choir helped him become less bashful, which made it easier for him to take the opportunity to sing early on in his band. The Hurley native, Arnold found his way to the high school through his sister, Counselor Allison Howard.
Last semester when we offered creative writing and Mississippi Writers, my first thought was of him and he'll tell you how he connects to a creative writing class and how all that kind of was good for him.
This year, Arnold is already set to perform at least 60 shows around the world. This is Jada Strahan reporting for GCTV. Now over to Hallie for more news of the week.
Thanks, Jada. Human trafficking, drugs, and suicide were main topics the Say Something Assembly encouraged students to speak up about during the rally held this past Monday. According to sophomore TJ Love, the Say Something presentation was very heartwarming and enlightening to see what goes on behind closed doors. Speakers Andrew Dawson and Leah Dodgel told the students about their personal battles. The Say Something speakers seemed to truly connect with the students.
It showed me that I wasn't alone in my headspace and that it's okay to not be okay.
The results of a study called the BBC Loneliness Experiment were shown on newportacademy.com. The purpose of the survey was to bring attention to the loneliness in teenagers and adolescents. The experiment showed that out of 55,000 people, 16 to 24-year-olds often felt more lonely.
I don't like to see nobody suffer, go through pain, and, you know, kids talk to other kids, stop the bullying, you know, just be good people in general.
According to Dawson, Say Something's mission is to help students with the difficult situations that they are facing. Jody Dias, the director of Say Something, launched the organization in 2012, but it was only noticed in 2013. In 7 days, they visited 41 schools, had 57 events, and reached 38,000 students. Last week's Say Something Assembly was sponsored by the Mississippi Highway Patrol. The Say Something speakers emphasized how important it is to speak up about the topics students may be facing.
The only reason that I made it through what I was going through is because of my friends. I talked to them about it, and they really did help me out of that dark place I was in.
The Say Something Assembly will continue their journey through the nation to talk to students about the battles they may be facing. Now to Gavin for this week's Rebel Rundown.
Thanks, Hallie. The Rebels baseball team is preparing for its upcoming season, hoping to win big. Last year, the Rebels ended their season 22-11 in the second round of playoffs, and Coach Brandon Davis believes they can do just as good or better this year. While they lost 2 seniors, he feels like they have a shot. Senior Tate Davis is confident that the Rebels will surpass the others by far, as the team has been putting in extra practice, and the team will also keep working out during their season to make sure they are at their strongest.
I'm looking forward to winning, beating EC, and beating every team we lost to.
Senior Bubba Harrington is also confident that they will do better than last year. He looks forward to winning.
I'm looking forward to winning the state championship for 5A.
The Rebels open its season with a jamboree on February 11th at Greene County and have their first regular season game on February 14th at the Claude Paso Field. This is Gavin Bradley reporting for GCTV. Now to Kayla for more on our sports.
Thanks, Gavin. Starting out their season, the Lady Rebels softball team is working hard in hopes of making it as far as they did last season. After working their way to the South State Championship, the Lady Rebels fell short to East Central Hornets by 2-1. This season, there will be 3 seniors and 7 returning starters. The team is preparing by going over different coverages and situations.
Well, we're just getting started, but so we're trying to take it day at a time and take it weekly once we've been going for a while, just to see what we need to continue to work on. So we've been freshening up on some things, going over coverages and situations, all of the basics, so that's where we are right now.
The Rebels soccer teams are district champions. The Lady Rebels defeated the Hornets with a score of 3-2. The goals were scored by senior Tristan Bird, junior Yasmin Humphrey, and sophomore Presley Howell. Along with the Rebels soccer team, the Rebels basketball team also defeated East Central last Friday night. The Lady Rebels won with a score of 39-30, and the Rebels won 69-43. The Rebels are now 3-0 in district. Both teams will travel to play against the Hornets this Friday night. This is Kelly Maples reporting for GCTV. Now back to Jada in the studio.
Thanks, Caleb. This week we would like to give a GCTV shout out to Administrator Darlene Herndon. We would like to recognize all of her hard work and dedication she has for the high school. Each and every one of us are truly thankful. That's all we have for this week, and this is GCTV.